Good evening, friends. Weather Authority Alert Day is in effect for the next few hours because of the threat for strong to severe storms. These are the threats that we are keeping an eye out for. Potential for damaging wind gusts with some of these stronger storms, potential of that flooding risk, and large hail if we do see some of these stronger storms moving through. Now, the threat area has changed just a touch today. The SPC has changed at least a little bit. More so if the NRV is included in the marginal risk. Roanoke and Lynchburg and Southside zones, even part of the Highland zones, are still included in that slight risk. That is a 2 out of a 5 on their rating scale. So we still have the fuel there for the next couple of hours at least to see some of these stronger storms head our way. It is still important to stay weather aware this evening. Now, right now, we do have a nasty line of storms all the way from Pittsylvania County up into Madison County as well, further reaching on into Harrisonburg. And this is just frequent lightning, heavy rainfall, and this particular segment right here, this Bode segment, that is indicative of some gusty winds, that particular formation also occurring with that system. So this is moving through. It is not severe warned at this time. That was the line we were dealing with earlier this afternoon. And we are watching a secondary one now moving into portions of the New River Valley. Not seeing as much lightning just yet with this storm. That's also a signal that potentially, because where this was also this area for the NRV and moving on to the Roanoke Valley, we did see that line, of course, this one right here, move through earlier. So potentially could have worked over the atmosphere enough that we don't have enough fuel, at least as of now, to see a lot of frequent lightning strikes, but a lot of heavy rainfall still with this system. So that is important to stay aware because we have the threat for flash flooding. We have a lot of rainfall that we have already seen, and as you can see, more on the way tonight. We are not done just yet, although some of us still seeing those drier conditions as of now, and we do get a slight break for the next hour or so. This is the setup that has brought all of the rainfall today and will continue to bring a little bit of shower and thunderstorm activity for your Sunday, although we're not expecting severe weather. This center of low pressure, and this has really been parked over the Midwest. This is going to continue. It's a very stubborn weather maker. Now, it will move a little bit closer to the Great Lakes. That will still cause the widespread shower and storm activity as we see a lot of that moisture being moved into our area. And that continues into Sunday evening as well. You'll notice it begins to pull off just a bit, but this is basically just oscillating. So we still have a very stationary front that will hang out at least until part of the day on Monday. We'll start to clear things up and eventually Tuesday dry our viewing area out just a touch. But we have a lot of rainfall that's expected before we get to that dry Tuesday. Let's talk totals from now all the way through Sunday and into Monday. By the time we wrap this up, a lot of us seeing at least a ½ inch of rainfall, but you'll notice parts of Southside, 2.5 inches there in Stewart expected of that total accumulated rainfall, nearly 2 inches in Danville. Of course, majority of those heavier rainfall pockets in the Southside zone, but not excluding Roanoke Valley and NRV and even the Highlands, still seeing a good amount of rainfall as well. Futurecast this evening does have those showers and storms moving through our area. That secondary line eventually exiting by 7 o'clock tomorrow. This is a very large system, and by 7 a.m. we are finally seeing some clearing. Low temperatures tonight are very mild, 50s and 60s on deck, and our 7-day forecast even milder, 70s ahead. Again, not significantly drying out until Tuesday.